So when you first open VSim, you will be wanting to import the geometry for the cavity you're trying to simulate. So to do this, we go to Geometries. If we expand this, we see the only option we have is CSG. And this is what we can use to import things like squares and cones and whatnot. We actually have a CAD file that we would like to import. So I'm going to right click on geometry. I'm going to import geometry. And here we can see the STL files that I have in this folder. I know that this is the one that I want. So you will then select whatever geometry you want to simulate. You hit open. You'll see that VSim loads it in. And it may even ask you if you want to adjust your grid to match this shape. Because my grid is already adjusted to match this shape, I wasn't asked that question. But hitting yes to that is a useful thing to do. So now that we have our shape, we can expand that and see there's a few sub objects here. Now importantly here, you'll see that on this object, there's this materials category, this materials attribute. We want to assign a material to this object, otherwise VSim will actually ignore it. So we know that these cavities are superconductors in real life, and so we're going to assign a perfect electrical conductor to this. However, you can see this menu is empty. To add a material to the simulation, we go up to Materials, and then Add. Import Materials, and this file is a standard file that comes with VSim. So if you double click on it, you'll see a list of different materials that we have in VSim. I want this PEC, Perfect Electrical Conductor. So I'm going to click it, and then I'm going to add it to the simulation. We can see now under Materials that PEC showed up. I'm going to go back to my 3D view. And now I can click on this SRF cavity and assign it the PEC. So now VSim will use this geometry as the boundary of the simulation, assuming that the outside of the shape is filled with perfect electrical conductor.